When somebody that you know is going through a really hard tragedy, such as the loss of a loved one, it can be really awkward talking to them. You know, it's just so hard to come up with words to say to try to make the situation better and, you know, try to somehow fix things. Well, coming from my own personal experience, I'm gonna help you guys out today by giving you 3 things that you should not say to a mourner. Number 1, did he know the Lord? People who say these things have a worldview that says that there's a heaven and a hell. What determines whether you go to heaven or whether you go to hell is if you know the Lord or if you're a Christian or whatever. When people ask this question, the thing that they're looking for is hope. They're looking for hope that the person who died is now in a better place, and that they're trying to pass that hope on to the mourner by saying, hey, it's tragic that so-and-so died, but don't worry, they're in heaven now. But here's the thing. What if the person who died wasn't a Christian, or didn't know the Lord, or didn't meet whatever requirements it takes in your worldview to make it to heaven? So not only does the mourner have to deal with the loss of their loved one, but they also have to deal with the possibility that their loved one might be burning in hell for all eternity. Thanks for bringing that up. I know people mean well when they ask this, but trust me, if the mourner already holds a similar worldview as you, they're already thinking about these things, so they don't need you to bring it up. Number 2, call me if you need anything. Now again, people mean well when they say this, but here's the deal. Literally, everybody says this to mourners. They're trying to be nice, trying to show that they're there for them. From the mourner's perspective, it's hard to tell who really means it and who's just saying it just to be nice. There are a million things going on in the mind of a mourner. They will never be able to come up with a single thing to call you up for. They don't know what they need, so they'll never call you. If you genuinely want to help a mourner, if you genuinely want to be there for them, instead of just saying, call me if you need anything, you should offer something specifically. If you want to offer up food or money or gift cards, if you want to provide a service of some kind, like if you want to help fix something in their house or build them something or mow a lawn or whatever, don't just say, call me if you need anything. Say, hey, I have this thing I can offer you. Do you want it? Okay, here you go. Number 3, how are you? Now, I know this one's hard. I mean, it's natural impulse when you see somebody to just say, hey, how are you? You know, we do it all the time to everybody. But seriously, think about it for a second. If somebody just had a loved one die, if somebody is going through that right now, how do you think they're doing? I mean, it's just a stupid question to ask. So I told you guys what you're not supposed to say, but you're also probably wondering, well, if I can't say those things, then what am I supposed to say? Sometimes it's better not to say anything at all. Sometimes the mourners need some space, some time to just sit and think by themselves. And other times, the mourners might not want to talk, but they just want you to be there. If you have a funny or good story about the person who died, then maybe you should share it. I know from personal experience it's really heartwarming for the mourner to hear such stories and just to hear about the impact that their loved one made on the world. I know it's not easy to hear this, but honestly, you just kind of have to call it by ear sometimes. What matters most is that you genuinely show that you love and care in whatever way that the mourner receives love, and that you're there for them during this really hard time, and that you continue to be there for them long after it's happened. It will mean the world to them.